This is exactly what we've been talking about.
It's not working. All you're expected to do is the same thing over and over.
Iman Shumpert is getting dragged for filth after Teyana Taylor allegedly leaked a gay tape that she says exposes his double life, and the internet is in full meltdown mode. Teyana is reportedly claiming that Iman was cheating non-stop, not just with women, but with men too, and that everything fans believed about their marriage was a lie. What makes this blow up even crazier is the timing. Teyana had moved on, stayed silent, and until Iman allegedly started clowning her after her breakup with Aaron Pierre, and that's when she decided to air out everything. The secrets, the hookups, and the behavior that she's saying was hidden in plain sight. And once you hear how deep this goes and which NBA player he was hooking up with, there's no unseeing it. Heads up, it's about to get insanely messy. Okay, so it looks like Iman was finally pushed that Teyana button too far because she is airing out all his business like never before. And according to her, Iman is allegedly gay as F. Y'all know all those reports of Iman cheating on Teyana, right? Well, turns out that he wasn't just cheating with the women, because allegedly he was out here slanging that thing everywhere, with men too. And what makes this story especially wild is that Teyana was never going to say anything. As far as we know, she had moved on from Iman and was living her best life, but then Iman chose to get messy by clowning her when she got dumped by her new man, Aaron Pierre, just 2 weeks ago. And from what insiders said, Iman allegedly had some real nasty things to say about Teyana and how she was never going to find a real man. Well, it turns out that tea got back to Teyana, and listen, when I tell you what she spelled, she did not leave anything unsaid. Word on the streets is that Teyana is out here claiming that Iman cheated on her way more times than we even knew about, and more than half of those times were with men. Now this is the real wild part, because it turns out that some of his shenanigans happened right under our noses. We had no idea. For example, remember when he got exposed by a baddie while he was still married to Teyana? Didn't stop there. She posted another photo right after, and even without Iman's face showing, everybody clocked immediately that it was him. But what really sealed the deal is the next post, where she was clearly wearing Iman's chain, and at that point, there was no more pretending. It was obvious that they weren't just friends, and whatever was going on between her and Iman was very much happening behind the scenes. Now at the time, Teyana stood 10 toes down behind Iman, defending him and claiming that they were already separated at the time. She wrote, "In all fairness, Iman and I are separated and have been for a while. To be 1000% clear, infidelity ain't one of the reasons for our departure. The only reason I'm even sharing this part of that chat is because the narratives are getting a little too out of hand and it's unfair to all parties involved." Now, as y'all know, Teyana later came out to reveal that this wasn't true and she had lied to protect Iman. But now she's taking it a step further because she's finally revealing that that wasn't the only lie that she told to protect Iman. According to reports, Teyana is now claiming that the woman in the video was a trans woman who was born male. But it gets even deeper than that, because it turns out that she and Iman allegedly hooked up before she got sex reassignment surgery. It gets even more insane because reports are now saying that it wasn't the first time or even only one time that Iman allegedly hooked up with a man or a trans woman. Allegedly, Teyana knew and bothered her so badly that it started to affect her health. Remember that time her former assistant exposed her for having a medical emergency because of Iman's cheating? The woman claimed that the story was about a singer whose husband used to be in the NBA. She claimed that the husband cheated a lot, and this led to the wife to suffer a bad heartbreak that landed her in the hospital. She also claimed that the real reason the mystery woman had been hospitalized was that she had to use too much nose candy, OD'd, and had to cancel her concert. Now, she didn't exactly call out the name of Teyana, but it was super clear that she was talking about Teyana. Teyana also caught the shade because she took to Instagram to deny these allegations, saying, "The person who sent in this cap TikTok story is a fool. The person who reenacted the cap story is a fool, and she better have her court coin ready. Most importantly, where's this proof or tea? Where are the receipts? Oh, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, can make Petunia overdose on a dang thing. I kill him mine's fine ass, put him in a nice suit and bury him my dang self before I ever let him or anybody push me to drugs to take myself out." Well, it turns out that her denial was a load of BS, because allegedly Iman's shenanigans with men were really what drove her to use these substances, and not a dehydration as she claimed. Oh, well, let's not even get into how they were quite open about bringing other people into their bedroom while they were married. They claimed that it was because they wanted to spice things up so their bedroom life didn't get boring. Now, for the longest time, everybody just kind of assumed that they had only brought another woman into their bedroom. And to be fair, it was a fair assumption because Teyana only spoke of bringing other women. Plus, y'all remember the time that one of her partners claimed that Iman had gotten her pregnant during one of their shenanigans, right? But the rumors got even stronger when Teyana deleted both her Instagram and Twitter pages, leading people to speculate that the rumors of Iman having a baby on her were true. However, she denied those rumors and put everybody on blast, saying, "My page is gone because I'm upset at Def Jam for not dropping my dang WTP video on time, per usual. It's really sad that the lies are entertained so much more than the truth. Iman is not dumb. He know I'd kill him in the story." But at the same time, people wondered how she could be so sure that the woman didn't get pregnant. We don't know how careful they were in the bedroom, but y'all know that things like that can happen. But now we know what the real reason was, that she was so sure that the woman was never in her bedroom, because allegedly they only brought men into their bedroom. Now, we don't know how involved Teyana was in these shenanigans, but I'll leave that to your imagination. But y'all, that was that. Turns out that Teyana is not making stuff up either, because Iman has been exposed for having threesomes with men in the past, like his former teammate, Kyrie Irving. Back in 2015, a woman came out to expose Iman and Kyrie for allegedly roughing her up because she refused to engage in a threesome with him. He was already engaged to Teyana at the time, and he was flirting with other women, even sending her some steamy pictures. According to reports at the time, the two made arrangements to meet at the Four Seasons Hotel in Denver, and when the Cavaliers were in town to play the Nuggets, Shump asked the girl to come to the hotel to hook up, and after he would give her tickets to the game. But when she got to the room, Iman told her that they were going to be having a three-way action with Kyrie. And when she refused, Kyrie got mad and got physical with her, allegedly, even throwing her phone at her head. Luckily, she wasn't hurt very badly. But what's even wilder is that even after all that, Iman continued to try to convince her to have a threesome with him and Kyrie. This started people talking about how he and Kyrie were low-key smashing and how they were on the DL. Kyrie and Iman have been very close friends, and fans were convinced that there was more going on between them. However, Iman denied the allegations and wrote, "Man, I'm trying to have a whole family and live in houses and stuff. I'm tired of y'all bothering the mother of my child with that nonsense." But as fans pointed out, he never outright denied it. And now with Teyana spilling the tea about him bringing men into their bedroom for Iman, well, it looks like there might be some truth to him and Kyrie having a little something going on, if you get my drift. And this is really where it all lands. What started out as a quiet rumor turned into a full-on blow-up, with Teyana finally deciding that she's done protecting someone who just put her through the years of stress and embarrassment. She held it down for Iman for a long time, even when it cost her way more than people realized. But once he got slick and disrespectful, she stopped covering for him. But everybody's looking back at these old stories like, wait a minute, things that sounded wild back then suddenly do not feel so impossible. Past denials feel shaky, and those long-standing rumors involving Kyrie Irving are starting to look a little different now. Iman can brush it off all he wants,